Hello, everyone, and welcome to our once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am both a Western and Vedic astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. I'm so glad that you guys decided to join us today, and welcome.
And I am Tanys Coughlan. I'm the founder of the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. I am a Reiki master, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, crystal master, and an oracle, as well as a galactic ambassador. So glad you all decided to join us today. Looking forward to sharing.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Gary Chatham. I'm a transformational life coach with a master's in counseling, but I'm also a Reiki master. And I work to help people heal their emotional trauma, especially highly sensitive people and empaths. I feel like I have a calling to heal the healers and help them launch out in their paths and in their calling.
We're so excited to have you on the show, Gary. And for all that are joining us, we see a few people from Twitch are on. Welcome. Again, we are doing questions. So if you have any psychic, intuitive-based questions that you would like answered, please go ahead and put them in the comments, and we'll make sure to get to you. All right. So like we always start off, with just kind of the transits and things and energies that are going on this week. And October is going to be an interesting month astrologically, guys. So we are starting the month off on a good foot. So that's good. All the planets are well placed. Mercury just went direct on the 2nd. However, as the month progresses, we're going to run into some turbulence. Okay. The sun is going to get debilitated in Libra. Saturn is going to go direct. Mars is turning retrograde, and Venus will be in its debilitation sign of Virgo. So at the beginning of the month, like I said, Mercury is exalted in Virgo. He turned direct on the 2nd, which is very positive. The sun in Virgo is accompanied by Venus and Mercury. So our egos, communications, relationships, and money are all in a good place. Saturn is happy in his sign of Capricorn, and he goes direct on October 23rd. So this is Saturn's final run through the sign of Capricorn for the next 29 years. So it's a little break for Capricorns or any planets in Capricorn. My husband has his Mars there. He's like, yes. So this is going to last until January 17th. And then Saturn is going to enter Aquarius for the next couple of years. Yay for me, right on my moon. So Saturn direct can complicate things because when he slows down, everything we're trying to get done gets put on hold. So when Saturn turns direct, he slows everything down. So I kind of compare this to the major road closures that we've been going through in Washington State. We're experiencing I-90 closures, which is a big interstate, I-5 closures, another big interstate, and major bridge closures. So like all of the traffic has been redirected and doubles our average commute. So we can still get projects done. You can still get projects done during this energy, but expect some roadblocks and congested traffic along the way. So if your moon, ascendant, or any planet is specifically around 24 to 25 degrees of Capricorn, you will especially feel this lag. So don't try to force your way through this energy. Saturn is immovable. He's not going to go anywhere. So wait until the transit's over and then decide how to move forward. There's a lot more going on. The big thing that's going on today is Dussehra. This is a really fun holiday. It's the last day of Navaratri, which I've been celebrating, and it signifies victory of good over evil. And in northern India, Dussehra is to honor Lord Rama. And they put on leelas or plays based on the narratives such as the Ramayana, and they build these large effigies of villains like Ravana, who's the villain in the Ramayana, and then they burn them. So it's like, yay, the villain died. In South India, they honor Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge of arts, especially musicians and artists. I have Saraswati over here. I can, give her my flute and my little violin and say, oh, please bless these. And while Dussehra is, and also they celebrate Kali in the East as well. And Kali Ma is like a really fierce form of Parvati, which is Shiva's wife that came down and took care of business, kills demons. So it's celebrated differently throughout India, but its spirit remains the same. It's an establishment of dharma over adharma, which is good prevailing over evil. So this time signifies the end of negativity and evil within us, which could be prejudices, injustices, societal labels, and it celebrates a fresh new start. So that's really good. And then we have a full moon on October 9th. So this full moon is at 22 degrees and 22 of Pisces. So lots of twos in there. And it's in Ravati Nakshatra. Now, Ravati's spiritual superpower, or also called a Shakti, is that of nourishment. And it's symbolized by milk. So Pushyan, the god of dawn and the lord of cattle, creates abundance through proper nourishment because, food is wealth. Okay. Now he guides cattle to new destinations where they discover new abundant pastures. And what this represents is Ravati is kind of the end of the wheel here. You see, it starts at Aries. It ends down here at Pisces. This is the end. Ravati is like right before you get to Aries. Okay. This is Ravati. So it's right toward the end of the soul's journey. So Pushyan is basically guiding souls who have gone through all of these births and rebirths in this wheel. And he guides them and nourishes them and gets them to the next pasture, which is the next plane of existence where they can continue to learn and grow and develop as a soul. So because of this, spiritual awakening can be a very terrifying process because we die. But like Pushyan, you can protect and provide for souls on their spiritual journey. If you have any planets in Ravati, I know a few, it's pretty special. Physically, these people, especially people born under Ravati, this involves food, housing, and medical support to the needy. On a mental level, this involves education, therapy, and higher learning. And spiritually, this involves sharing spiritual truths and divine knowledge. So a happy and fulfilled world cannot exist while 1/3 is fed and the other 2/3 suffer from lack of basic needs. So during this full moon, think of ways that you can nourish yourself and those around you, your community. And know that love and hunger, they're the basis of life. And you can't build a peaceful environment on empty stomachs. So how can you help feed the need in your environment? And if we all kind of focus on this full moon Ravati energy, we can really improve our communities. Because when we're all involved, it creates a movement. It creates change. There's a lot more going on, but I'll be here all day if I go through all the transits. So I'm going to let Tanys take over with some of the energies that she sees coming.
Hi, guys. So those of you that are in marriages or have significant others, there may be some communication issues going on for you right now. So making sure that you're having clear communication, okay, with your spouse or your significant other, because the angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. So focusing on that, and the angels are helping you. This is Daniel. I'm the angel of marriage, and I'm assisting you right now. So ask him to help you with the communication piece, because most stuff goes down to communication changes or miscommunications, shall we say. You also need to know that you've been planting seeds. So this is a week for planting the seeds. It's not so much about action of, reaping rewards. It's more about planting seeds today or this week, and it's about renewing your life. So getting rid of clutter. So this doesn't have to be physical clutter. It could be mental clutter, emotional clutter, right? So having Reiki treatments or, doing brain dumps, which is another great way to get rid of the mental clutter. All of that stuff can help to move things through, right? Because the more we can get rid of with that, the more these seeds will be able to grow. All right. It says to keep charging ahead. Don't take no for an answer and expect miraculous solutions. So this would be near the end of the week. So the first part of the week is like the planting seeds. Then you're going to be charging ahead, encouraging you to stand firm on the mountain here, with all that light in behind. So, it's about standing in your power and really feeling into the power that's within you. Okay, this is not to be confused with power over. That's not a healthy way to do things, but the power within, bringing that forward. And then also believing in magic. So magic is all about, combining 4 elements or the qualities of the 4 elements together with energy. Okay, and so when we do that, we can create magic or miraculous solutions like the previous one. It's also asking you to really tune into your guides, because we have this one here. I'm leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So I feel as though we're going to be getting a fair bit of stuff coming in. And that is just going to, sorry, just one sec. They're just bringing something through here. So dreams is what they're focused on right now. So you may find that you have a lot more dreams this week. And that they'll be really vivid, like real. Like we actually astral travel, right, when we dream. So we all astral travel every night. So this is one, it's just to pay attention to where you are. You're not necessarily on this timeline, right? There's multiple timelines. So sometimes in our dreams, we go and visit other timelines to see what would have happened if we'd gone right instead of left that day, right? And that's how sometimes we'll get the deja vu. We'll have deja vus. If we go out and turn left instead of right, and then, and I'm mirrored, by the way, so excuse me if I'm saying the wrong ones. We turn left instead of right. Sometimes we want to know what happened on the right-hand path. Okay, so we're following this one. We, in our dream time, nip over to here to see what's happening, and it could be very similar. So we may have gone forward. So sometimes when this one continues, we'll have like a deja vu moment. It's also a great time to learn. So attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. So it's a great time to tap into workshops and seminars. Well, we could do a shameless plug right now, actually. So Michelle is teaching a seminar on the weekend. She is teaching a workshop with the Twillow Lifestyle Academy about social media for spiritual entrepreneurs. So that would be a great option for this one. I'm also teaching Aqualead on Saturday, which is all about healing the water within. It's like it's an energy healing modality. So yeah, maybe Gary will share his experience with Aqualead. So if you go to twillowlifestyle.ca and you'll see where the classes and workshops are on the page. I think it's the events page. You can sign up there. Okay. And so feel free to ask any questions about classes or whatever. Reach out if you need to ask questions. Hope that's helpful. Gary, do you want to share about Aqualead? Well, it's.
I had a couple things.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about Aqualead, but I was getting some cards too. And so I got, I don't know, my lights are funny. This is just what came up. Autumn Equinox, which is releasing the old. And like Tanys was talking about, dream time, but also creation. So spending time in that quiet time, deciding what you want to create, and then starting that manifestation process. And then, of course, Samhain comes at the end of the month, which is also called Halloween, where we get in touch with our ancestors. So we can call on our ancestors for help in manifestation and creation. And the next one was wind, which is activating that dream. And then the last thing was asking the universe to ignite your fire of passion. So this is the Earth Magic card set by Stephen Farmer. I always forget his name. I have to look at it. So it kind of goes along with what's happening now with the energies, but it's me, but I think it's a lot of people right now. The other thing that I see coming up all over with teachers is highly sensitive people and empaths are being called up to step into their roles as healers and to know how to deal with their very sensitive abilities, know how to control that and not be overwhelmed. So I have like 2 new clients that came to me in the last week, really 3, one just doesn't recognize it yet, that's part of their calling and learning how to deal with the energy and work with that. So that's the other thing I saw coming up. But yeah, Aqualead was great, and it's a totally different flow of energy than what you may have experienced with Reiki or something else.
That's wonderful, Gary. I love hearing all of the different therapies. I mean, Tanys is just, the Twillow Academy is just an incredible, incredible place to learn. And I'm actually going to be taking a class from Tanys this year on channeling. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And then I'm going to be doing eventually a course on Vedic astrology once we get some things in a row. But until then, I'll be doing one on social media. The 8th, if you guys want to go ahead and sign up, it's twillowlifestyle.ca. And we're going to be covering everything from, how to set up on YouTube, how to set up on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's kind of fallen apart, so I'm going to focus a little bit on TikTok too. Where I create all my materials, how I get my clients, etc. So definitely join us for that. And thank you for the plug, Tanys. So are you guys ready to get to some questions?
Yeah, they should know that's your other job.
Oh yeah, I'm a search engine optimization specialist, and as well as we own and operate a company called Main Street Marketing LLC, and we basically get people on the first page of Google. So that's what we do, either in the maps, or we do click-to-call campaigns in the ads, or both organically and paid, meaning we work for Google and with Google. So, yeah, all right.
And Gary does some of that too.
He does.
He does a different angle, but he does some of that too in his other. We all have different hats we wear.
Yes, and you've got your HR hat. So.
I have my HR hat, yeah.
Yes. So that's another thing that we try to tell people is if you're interested in starting your own spiritual practice, or you feel drawn to what we do, it's a side job right now for a lot of people, even for people that I know do this full time and who are published authors and have been doing this for many, many years. They either have a lot of familial support, and or another job, because that's 2022. You can't just have one job and, have it support an entire family anymore. You got to have multiple jobs to support one person. So, yep, that's how it works. Expensive. Okay, so we are going to get to some questions, and our first one is from Michelle. Welcome back. Lots of hearts.
Michelle.
Thank you. Well, hi. What kind of reading do you do, please? Do you do playing cards? Thank you for taking time out of your day to do this, sending love, light, and peace and happiness and good health to all. Okay, so the tarot is based off of playing cards, Michelle. So I did pull some cards from basically the Angel Tarot. Okay, and the first card I got for your energy was life experience. Big something's coming. And it's Archangel Chamuel. And it's a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. This is a tower moment. So you have something coming your way that is going to bring about a new start. Let's see what Tanys says. Starting fresh. Okay. So you're basically going through some kind of a reset, my dear. They're never fun. I've gone through. I hit a really big one on my Saturn return. They're not fun, but they're necessary, because what these resets do is they get us on the right path. They get us on the right path. And I said, what is this reset going to do for Michelle? You're going to start studying something new. This is the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Pentacles, also known as the Eight of Diamonds. Okay. So skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. It is going to make you change in a way to where you're going to start studying something new and exciting. So I said, what is this going to bring into Michelle's life? You're going to attract a relationship. I got Knight of Water. This is the same as Knight of Cups in playing cards. Okay. Falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance your emotions, and invitations to social events. In going through this tower moment, you are going to eradicate a lot of the old patterns and issues in your life. And it's going to open the door for study. Your energy will change, and you will start attracting the like people, including a relationship. So even though the tower is not a great card to get, the stuff following it is pretty good for you. Okay, Michelle Kahn, what does she need right now? You need alone time. Get out, spend some time alone. Notice that she has the planets behind her. She's out in the water. She's sitting on a crystal. She's completely free. Okay. Beautiful long black hair blowing in the wind. She is alone, and she is comfortable being there. So this also tells me with that Knight of Cups card that you are going to be so comfortable in your own skin. You are going to attract an amazing person, because that's where we have to be in order to do that. So, what do you need to focus on? Your career, 10th house of career. Okay. So that is the main energy that I get for you. It's a lot. You do have a tower moment coming up. It might involve your career or a change in career or just a readjustment, but it's really good. It's going to put you on the right path. And when you're going through that moment, it's not going to feel like it. I guarantee you, because I've been through it. But my life now, amazing. So I'm excited for you, and I'm excited to see what Tanys and Gary have for you as well. Sending you lots of love, hun. You're unmute, love.
Unmute. There we go. Yeah. So we're at the point here where we're accepting what is. Okay. So I think that we've sort of spent a little bit of time kind of just going along. And all of a sudden it's like, oh. So kind of like what Michelle was saying, that tower moment, it's going to be like, okay, now I need my courage. So igniting courage, because you've got this little wall that you need to jump over. Okay. But you see that she's jumping over with ease. All right. So you're going to be able to manage it. Don't let it intimidate you in terms of that. I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. So you have so much courage in you that you're not going to have any problem going through this. But you need to know that it is a fresh start. All right. And as you start, of course, if there's a start, there's an ending of something. All right. So that's where the tower moment is. So it's kind of like our readings are intertwined. You have the tower moment, then you have the fresh start. Okay. And what it's going to do is actually bring up some stuff to heal from the past. Okay. And that's how you're going to get through it. That's what, for me, I think that's what your tower moment is. There's going to be like some big thing that's going to come, and you're just going to be, I don't want to say overwhelmed, but it's going to like go, whew, okay, I need to do something about this. I need to do this healing. Okay. Because it's about healing past. So there's something, it feels like a childhood something that's going to come back for you, and you're going to like work through that. Okay. But you got this, girl. Okay. You saw the igniting courage, jumping over with ease. All right. So just know it's coming up for you to heal so that you can start to plant seeds for this new beginning. Okay. And then you're just going to foster them. You're going to cultivate, cull out the stuff you don't want anymore. And you're going to bring in all those new seeds. Seeds of wisdom is what's coming to mind. So you're going to bring in seeds of wisdom to go through, to come and plant and root in your life. Okay. So there's a new start coming, but like Michelle said, once you get through that, it's going to be awesome. And actually, I want to pick one for career. We have a life purpose cards here. So Michelle picked career as your focus. So I just want to pick one of these. Oh yeah, chills. Definitely supposed to pick one of these. Nutrition. So I don't know if that's something that you're thinking of trying or going into. If not, if that's not on your radar, maybe do a little bit of reading about it. And if it's not on your radar for career, perhaps see a nutritionist. Okay, it might be something that you want to step into in terms of your own healing. It might support you, and there's going to be lots of reading happening for you. Okay, so there's that study piece. So that's kind of the learning going forward. Okay, hope that's helpful.
Hey, Michelle. I'm using the Earth Magic cards, so they're a little bit different. So it may seem like everything you're looking for or working on is all submerged, like an iceberg right now. Things are under the surface. You're not sure where to go, what to do. But the next one I got was rain, which means purification. So it may feel kind of crappy, poopy, but it's a purifying process that you're going through. And what will happen after that is the dragonfly, which is emergence. So that goes right along with what Tanys and Michelle were saying. After the emergence, which could be career, could be relationship stuff too, is Gaia. So Gaia is nurturing. So after that starts to happen, then like Tanys said, books, learning, nurturing your career, nurturing what's happening, spending some time alone. And you're going to have supernatural help from the wind and the spirits. You can't see because of my glare. Wind is activation. So it's activating the gifts, activating things coming forward. And then the last one I got for you was the rainbow, which means blessings. So it does all work out, but it's a process and it's some time. And I got something with relationship with you too, that there's something for you to look at or work on, as well as career. So just see what your intuition gives you with that.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Michelle. And she says, thank you, X, and God bless you, 3X. So you're so welcome, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, check back in. Let us know how you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our next question, because I'm PMing someone over here, is let's see, Pooja Gupta. Hello. I wanted to ask if everything is over between me and Naman, or will we come back together? Okay, so I did pull a few cards for you just to kind of get a thing, but just to kind of see what's going on with your spirit. And I said that this is a soulmate. This is someone that you do know. So there is a very strong connection with this particular person. Okay. But the main thing I got for you energetic wise, Pooja, was for my Whispers of Ganesha, belonging is extremely important for you right now. Okay. You need to learn. They're telling me that you need to learn to find security within yourself. Okay. Now notice that in this card, Ganesha uses a mouse as his vehicle, which signifies his triumph over the ego, because the mouse represents the ego, and because the ego can kind of eat away all that's good and decent in a person. Okay. This little mouse is called Mushak. He's Ganesha's Vahan, or vehicle. And it's a demon that Ganesha conquered. Okay. And before Ganesha killed him, he said, "Oh, I'll be your servant," and that's why he's always riding on this little mouse. It's all symbolic. Okay. What they're telling me is that belonging seeks to solve a predicament of your ego's own perceived separation. Let me put that into English. You need to get out of seclusion by bonding with more people around you, not just this person. You need to get out and hang out with some friends. Is what they're telling me. Okay. These can be people in your family, your peer groups, your community. I mean, this is like pulling the Hermit reversed in the Tarot. And they're showing me your need to be around other people. It's really important for you right now. Now know that, your ego, they're saying it's not good. It's not bad. It's just simply a part of you in this existence. And being around people is going to help you more positively express your nature, is what they're telling me. Some people need a little more alone time. They're telling me you need to get out a little bit. Okay. There are a lot of positive aspects to belonging. Okay. You can develop your ability to love a little more. You can connect, you can bond, you can share and care with others. And you can see yourself a little more clearly through the mirror of its relationship with this other person, because they're telling me this is kind of the missing link, that you just need to socialize a little more, bounce your ideas off of people, get some good advice from your community and your peers. Because you're trying to seek approval through others, especially your relationships. And if you have a sense of belonging, you're not going to do that, and you're not going to attract the wrong types of attention. Okay. So Spirit is basically, in pulling this card, they're saying, we're here to help you focus on the positive feelings from being a part of a community. Learn to trust, ask them for help, and rely on others. Okay. You are not alone in this world. There are other people who love and care about you. You need to get out and be with them. Okay. So I said, okay, what is Pooja's role in this type of relationship? And I got the farmer. I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. Notice it says those who deserve it. Okay. When we have a sense of belonging, it's a two-way street. It's not just you giving, and the other person taking, or you taking, and the other person giving. There needs to be a balance there, and your community can help you strike that balance. Okay. They're also saying that there are some people, like through work, that you can connect with. as well as part of the belonging. Especially service work, because they're showing me you doing service work. That's really interesting. And it's going to be a calling outside of your career, and it's going to help attract people in your community. You're giving me lots of images today. Okay. They're telling me that you put your own needs second to others. You need to find a balance there. Okay. Your relationship is stuck because of service. All right. There's an imbalance. All right. So that's the main thing that they're showing me. There is an imbalance with this other person. That's why there's a little bit of something stuck there. Okay. And they're telling me that spending time with your community is going to get this unstuck. It's going to change your perspective of service. You need to find another farmer. You need to find another person who's willing to get out there and till the field, because relationships are a two-way street. You can't just be waiting on this person to call you, or waiting on this person to say that they care about you, or they need this or they need that. You need to focus on your own needs. And if someone else enters the picture and makes your life if it was better, your life is better after they came into it, then it's a win. But I'm getting this, that your community needs to be involved, and you need to ask them for some help. Okay. I know that was a lot. I'm sorry, Pooja. But I am sending you lots of love. And I know Tanys and Gary have a lot more for you. Okay.
Yeah. So I have a sense that I'm not sure. I think that there is some free will involved in this decision between you and Naman. So I think that that's part of why the community is important. That's part of why Michelle is saying community is so important. But I have you calling in your soulmate. And so for me, that would mean that perhaps that is not, and you are calling someone new. Okay. If it is your soulmate, then you're calling him back. Okay. I did get a reconciliation card though. So, but I feel it could be him, but I feel like it's somebody else from your past, not him. And I don't know why I feel that. So, I think there's still there's some stuff that's still up in the air there, whether that's going to be him or somebody else, but you are calling in your soulmate. Okay. This says someone from your past is returning to your life. So I asked, what are some of the qualities that are coming in? Okay. And I got two great cards for qualities. We got this one. So creativity, and I'll just read you the words because they're hard to see. Someone who is social, that likes to travel, they're good at communication, good at expression, and a lot of happiness and friendship. So it may even be a friend that is going to become more. Okay. And then the other one I had was harmony. And this one has conform, family, commitment, responsibility, home, and love. And so they wanted to also remind you that you deserve love. You are lovable. So that card always leads me to believe that there's a little bit of self-esteem work or some personal work to do when we get that card. And when you do that, you're going to feel like it's safe to love. Okay. I think right now you have this wall that Michelle was talking about as well. So there's a bit of a barrier there. You're afraid to kind of, and it might be subconscious. It might not be something that you're aware of. There's just like a little block for in the romance department. So I feel like this, all of this change that's coming and doing some of that personal work is really going to help you to step into this, because it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. In order for us to open our hearts, we have to do the work so that we can raise our own vibration. We have to be what we want to attract. So doing that true love with yourself is important, because you do have true love coming in. Okay. So do the true love with yourself, fall in love with yourself first, and the other true love will follow. That would be what I have for you. Okay. It sounds like, with these guys, those are pretty awesome characteristics. The only thing I wanted to say about this that really stuck out for me, there's one word on here that conform. I saw an interesting meme the other day, and it was the difference between fitting in and belonging. So fitting in, you're actually changing yourself to become part of a group. Belonging means finding your group and being you and being with that group. So belonging is more what I see for you. And Michelle brought it up quite a few times. So just be careful that you're not doing the fitting in or conforming piece, because for you, it's important for you to really get in touch with who you are. And I think that if you start to try to fit in or conform, you're going to lose track of some of that. Okay? So hold on to that beautiful self going forward. All right? Hope that's helpful.
Hi, Pooja. I think we've read for you before. Your name and photo look familiar to me. I'm using the Earth Magic deck, so it's a little bit different imagery, but they're telling you you are strong. So with this relationship back and forth thing, you have strength inside that you're not aware of, and that you're actually in a process of rebirth, so that as you go through this, you will be different, and then you'll attract a different kind of relationship. But they're saying, you can hear my counselor coming out with this next part, the stone people are vigilant. You can't read the vigilant part. Vigilance. So looking at patterns that maybe were not so helpful for you in getting into some relationships, or in the relationship you're in, that there's patterns that aren't healthy, and you're kind of twisting and turning with things. So be vigilant that you don't fall back into some of that. And then also the vision quest, which the image is the desert. So going within and doing some inner work, I think Tanys and Michelle talked about that too. And with the vision quest, that also could be like the service that I think, as Michelle mentioned, the service of finding something else to do where you connect with other people, where you find a different community. But going within and saying, what's in my heart to do? What's in my calling to do? It may not be my full-time job, but what am I called to do? And then the next one was fairies, which means you're going to have earth magic help. So you will have help going through this transition. You're not on your own. You're not alone. But you'll come to a point of being pure and innocent, like childhood, of being pure, cleaning out all the impurities that have gone through some of these relationship patterns. And then the last one is lotus flower, which is unfoldment. So that's like finding your soulmate. That's coming into your own so you can attract the right kind of relationship. So I hope that makes sense.
Beautiful, Gary. I love how we all tie into each other.
I was just going to say that it always, you can't make this stuff up.
No, you can't. You really can't.
It's always like this. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Okay. So we hope that was helpful, Pooja, and we're sending you lots of love. All right. Our next one is from Borjan Salihi. I hope I said that correctly. Hi, do you see my money coming in or financial improvements? Okay, we just had a discussion on career and finances on Friday. That was fun. We did. So, okay, I have good news and I have bad news. I'm going to start with the bad news, okay? You need to work on your communications. Third house, get out there. Call some people, okay? Get out IRL, Zoom, make some connections. This is all about, the third house is all about communicating with your network, communicating within your community. You need to get out. You need to start talking to people. Okay. People don't just come to us for readings. We have to do stuff like this to gain attention on social media. We join networking groups, things like this. Spirit is asking you to network because I got a big no card for financial improvement unless you do this first. Okay. It literally says reconsider. Now is not the time to even consider all of these things. There will not be. And there's a lot of anxiety about this because the South Node can carry a lot of anxiety with it. So rather than allowing the anxiety of money which is, we all deal with this on a daily basis. If you're anywhere middle class, or, there is no middle class, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of anxiety about this. Okay. But they're telling me that you need to communicate. So I said, what is the major thing that is blocking Orjan from getting these things done? You need to clear your energy from the whispers of Ganesha. There is something in your energy that is blocking your ability to bring forth an income right now. And communication tells me it's here, right here in the throat chakra. Okay. Getting out there, selling yourself, selling your skill sets. So you need to move through your fears and bring on change. Okay. Now notice in this card, Ganesha is clearing the obstacles that have been impeding your progress. Remove all of these obstacles and bring a shift into consciousness, because with destruction, there's some things you need to destroy within yourself, comes creation. Okay. So you need to embrace the opportunity to change and move into a more positive phase of freedom in your life to open up this financial block. You will undergo a major shift that is coming. Whether it's spiritually or just in your personal life. The key is that life change is just around the corner for you. Okay. It's time to move out of your comfort zone. That's what they're telling me. No doubt you're aware of some of the challenges that lie before you, but keep in mind that some of them may be on a subtle, more subconscious level, especially given this right here, this throat chakra. So believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to overcome obstacles. Believe that you have help, whether in your professional or personal life. The right outlook can go a long way in supporting you through these challenging times. Okay. So one of the things that they're telling me, the daily challenge that you're facing, sorry, I'm a little blurry right now, is that you need to clear some unwanted lower vibrational energies from within your physical body, your aura, and your physical environment. Okay. I don't know how you cleanse or balance your energy and align with your divine purpose, but we've got a lot of modalities that you can contact us for. I have a mantra practice, which shields me throughout the day. Tanys has a tubing process, which is excellent. We have cord cuttings. We have a lot available at Twillow Academy and at twillow.ca and at my practice, Astrological Tarot, and at Gary's practice, Gary Chatham. We have lots of ways to clear these blocks. Okay. But they're telling me that even if you don't contact us, you need to balance your chakra energy centers by just taking a much needed break or simply stepping outside for fresh air. I mean, like today. Okay. They're saying you can consider taking a sea salt bath, using some incense or white sage, essential oils. They're telling me lavender, clove, and basil can help clear your home. Regular meditation can provide you with some of the stillness needed to ensure that you can clearly hear messages that are being given to you and can help you move through this financial hurdle. Bring calm to your life is what they're telling me that'll do. Remember to call on spirit. Spirit can help you break through these obstacles. Okay. Ask him to walk alongside you and show you what you would benefit from clearing away. And I will give you a mantra that I say before I do any of my mantras in the morning. And it is to Lord Ganesha, because he clears all of my karmic baggage before I get to do my mantras and connect with spirit. And it is as follows. You can just do this 3 times. It's that powerful and it'll work. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Okay, just say that 3 times, and then you can say your prayers, your mantras, etc. for clearing these blocks. A really good goddess to rely on for clearing financial blocks is Goddess Lakshmi. And it's Om Shri Lakshmiye Namaha. Or it could be Om Jai Shri Lakshmiye Namaha, however you want to offer her salutations. She rules money and finances. There are many other mantras that I can give you and things that you can do based on your chart. But the answer from spirit is no until you clear these blocks, make some changes, get out and communicate. Okay. I wish I had better news for you. Like, yay, second house money's around the corner, but I don't. So once you free some of those blocks, though, it will open doors for you and you'll be able to push past some of this darker, lower vibrational energy that they're showing me. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I'm sending you lots of love, and I know Tanys and Gary have more for you.
Yeah. So I have fresh start coming. So much like what Michelle said, right? You need a fresh start. There is fear. So vacuum away that fear. All right. When we have fear or the fear of lack, we block ourselves. So we're not able to bring money in. So you need to work on that fear piece. Okay. So the fear of lack, or it can sometimes be abandonment. It can sometimes be survival, like fear of survival. Those are ones to work on when you're doing that. So the Ho'oponopono is great if you can pinpoint when you started having that fear and look back at who was involved and heal that situation, because the next one I had was heal the past. Okay, so there's some stuff there. So the Ho'oponopono is a traditional, thank you, Hawaiian mantra, and it really helps you to move through stuff really easily and quickly. So, and it's 4 phrases, and you just repeat them. Usually what I do with my clients is I have them picture the situation that they're trying to heal or the person they're trying to heal as they repeat the mantras. Okay, so that's really going to help you. You might want to do it in the mirror because I got solar plexus. So between your throat and your solar plexus, I think that's part of what's happening with your money. Okay, because the solar plexus one says it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So I feel like you've been in a bit of a stasis is the word that comes, a bit of a like holding pattern for a little bit. And like Michelle says, it's time to start taking charge and moving forward. All right. So they're telling me actually, if you work with crystals, that's going to help you as well. So there's some crystals that are great for abundance and prosperity. So there's the pyrite is good, citrine, jade, aventurine. Those ones are all really good for abundance and for prosperity. Okay, so you can, sometimes what I'll recommend is you do a crystal grid. So if you need more information, I'm here if you need to find out what that is about. The other thing that I sometimes will do with my clients is create candles for abundance. So if you do like a grid and a candle, that's going to help you to move into that energy thing. So those create a vibrational frequency in your home. And as that vibrational frequency goes through your home, you get into that vibrational frequency because it affects yours, right? Like high vibration and low vibration raises. So when we have the abundance energy in our homes in those ways, it helps to raise our vibration to that. Okay, so working with crystals is a good recommendation because really you're going to start to awaken some ancient wisdom. And it's going to start to flow because you're pretty clairvoyant, actually. So if you're not aware of that, it's there. I actually thought that I just had a vivid imagination for most of my life. Turns out it was clairvoyance. Okay, so just be open to that thought. Archangel Michael is with you, and he's encouraging you to trust heaven. He's saying you are safe. Angels stand close, surrender your concerns, and allow a miracle to occur. Okay, focus on the healing miracle first, then step into the abundance. And we have Diana, and after that, you can focus intention. Focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, and expect the best possible outcome. So with the fears in the way, it's very difficult to do this focused. Okay. You are aware. Okay, cool. So it's very difficult to do the focus thing if we've got fear in the way. And we may even think we're focusing, but if there's that underlying fear, it tends to get in the way a little bit. So I would encourage you to sort of take care of that. Yeah, Archangel Michael. Yeah, he can help you, and call him Archangel Raphael too if you're an angel guy, because Raphael will help you clear some of the they're telling me debris in your field. So your energy field, there's some like debris or something that they need to clear for you. So just ask them, or like Michelle said, we can all help as well. If there's something up that you would like us to help you out with, we can do that. But ask Archangel Raphael and of course Michael, okay, to come and help you out. Good luck with all that.
Hello, Orzon. Yeah, I think I need debris clearing sometimes myself, so that's good.
I think we all do at some point.
We all do.
Really.
So what I got was this is my glare is so bad. Clouds and shape-shifting. So you are going through some changes that were inner changes that will result in something different financially for you. And the steps of that are the tree, which is getting grounded first, grounding in yourself. And I like Michelle's mantras. I've used that Ganesha mantra myself. Ocean, realizing things kind of ebb and flow. And so right now it might be a low tide, but as you go through the interchanges, the flow can change. But the interchanges also need communion time with spirit. So that's signified by the eagle of listening to your intuition, spending quiet time listening to spirit about what you should do with career and money. And then a related card was next, was reflection. So getting guidance, getting reflection, and then realizing that a cycle is completion for you, maybe with career. But I also like what Michelle said of getting out there and taking action, because then the next step is radiance. So if you go through those steps of calling on spirit, clearing out the debris, and taking inspired action that is in line with spirit's guidance for you, then the radiance will come after that. So that could be financial and career radiance, but I get it's something, a shift in career for you that causes maybe not a different career, but something shifting to help with the financial abundance. And that's what I've got for you today.
Oh, thank you, Gary and Tanys. And we're sending you lots of love, Orjan. And yeah, please, Orjan, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Please come back and let us know how you're doing. Okay, so Jennifer is here, Danielle is here, SB Pisces is here, Jasmine is here, Michelle is here, Jordan is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see all of you. Jennifer, yes, go ahead and tip. We're getting to you next. And just to let everyone know, the reason she's going ahead of the line is that tips get priority. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and answer your question, Jennifer. So go ahead and oh, wait, coming in for me in the next few weeks. Okay, sounds good. And yeah, go ahead and put your donation through, and we're gonna get you to you. And Orjan says, thanks you. You're so welcome. Sending you lots of love. Oh, and Lou Meehan is here. Welcome, Lou. Okay, so the next week, Miss Jennifer, the first card I got for you is Mercury. Okay, Mercury represents our communications. So if you've been feeling a little off balance, it's because Mercury's been retrograde all the way up until the 2nd, and it's now starting to pick up speed. So you actually should be cleared up a little bit for the next couple of weeks as far as getting things done, because whenever I get the Mercury card, I'm like, oh, someone's been blocked. It's been in retrograde. So that's the main energy that I got for you as far as intellectual projects, communications, etc. moving forward. They should be a little better this week. Yay. That's always good news. But I did ask Spirit, what can Jennifer work on to improve herself this week to kind of help her get through the ins and outs? I got inner knowing. Meditate, my dear. You know you're a psychic. You know you're being called into this. You know that this is a part of you. And your guides want to reach you. So they're going, sit, be still, and listen. Because the knowing is all within you. You're asking us questions. Guess what? You've got a lot of the answers because you do have a connection. Is what they're telling me. And I got 2 Ganesha cards for you. And this is the one that really flew out. And it's embrace. This is the gift that you can give the world. There's actually a hugging saint, and all she does is go around hugging people because people just love being in her energy. Her name's Amma. Okay. And they showed me a vision of you hugging a child, and that child just feeling so much love and comfort in return. And they said to me as I pulled this, her hugs are healing. You're very, very healing. And in hugging people, you're transmuting the energy within you to them. And this is a really deep part of your being. Okay. So recognizing that your interactions with others are so incredibly important is important for you to understand, because healthy relationships, especially in what we call the Kali Yuga, which is the time that we're living in now, take a lot of work to maintain. And your hugs are, they're not just a familiar greeting or a hello. They're like a manner of acknowledgement or support, or like reassurance for someone else, is what they're telling me. Okay. So Spirit is encouraging. Oh, thank you for the hug. Sending you one back.
It's about her oldest daughter.
Your oldest daughter. Oh, okay.
My oldest daughter was attacked by a boy at school, and we had a really good hug today, is what she meant to say.
Oh, a hug today. Okay, I just saw that second one. Thank you so much. Your compassion with your daughter went a long way. That hug really was healing, literally healing for her. And your words are also very nurturing, not only to yourself, but to your daughter and to others. So there's going to be a lot gained from seeing things from a practical and down to earth perspective when it comes to dealing with this bully, is what they're telling me, and pertaining to your this present circumstance with your daughter. So they're telling me to focus on creating a balanced life for you and your daughter. And remember that more can be accomplished when you're serene. So don't go in angry. Don't go in with a lot of malice, because that's only going to feed this other person. Because what I found is, being a high school teacher for many years, is most kids that are bullied are being bullied. So there could be some stuff in this kid's home that isn't so great, either neglect or abuse. And I'm actually getting a vision of this kid. Yeah. If you come in with a serene heart after meditation and after hugging your daughter and showing her the love that you have within you, the infinite love within you, the people dealing with this issue are going to find a solution to fix the problem with minimal fuss. And they're saying that that's going to happen if you keep your wits about you when you go in. Okay. Yeah, this kid doesn't get a lot of love. The one that
I'm seeing him getting shoved around.
I do too. Like ever since he was little, like this is, and I'm also seeing some neglect, like hunger and things like that. So I'm not getting a lot of, he's being starved in some way and he's seeking attention. And you have a very loving and beautiful heart. And they showed me, you hugging your daughter and giving her this compassion. This kid doesn't have this. So, you're able to create a balanced life for yourself and for your daughter, and be imaginative and helpful and deal with issues as they arise. This other person doesn't have that. But if you come in with that attitude, it will dispel some of the issues that you're having. The best way that you can handle this is just to show your daughter your full support, as you are an expert in comforting and consoling, is what they're telling me. The exchange of energy that takes place as you give and receive at the same time will heal yourself, and it will also heal your family and the situation. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Let's see if I have any self-care cards for you or your daughter, because that was a lot. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Sound healing. Okay. I don't know if you have any singing bowls or tuning forks or anything like that. If you don't have any tools at home, especially instruments, you can go onto YouTube. And what hertz would you recommend, Tanys?
I'm getting 528.
528. Okay. So
solfeggio music.
Solfeggio music, 528, or just write in 528 hertz healing music, something like that, whatever you're comfortable spelling. Put that in, put it on YouTube, and just have it going around the house, because what they're telling me is that sound healing is going to help you move forward. Oh, I've been planning a sound healing group session. Perfect.
For sure.
There you go.
Confirmation.
So that's confirmation that this is going to help heal the situation, and invite your daughter along, is what they're telling me, because this is going to help heal. It's traumatic to be attacked. I mean, I've had it. I've been attacked before by young men when I was a young girl. It's frightening. You don't want to go to school. You don't want to deal with it. So she's going to need some sound healing, some love, some support from you. But yeah, go into this meeting, if they have one, with this boy that attacked your daughter, with a serene and calm mind. Step into stillness and just, I know this is hard to do, especially because this is your baby, but they're showing me as like you're like a mother eagle and you're rising above the situation. You're not down in the chicken coop like pecking the other chickens. You're literally rising above the storm, and you're looking at the perspective from an eagle's point of view. You're not looking at it from an emotional point of view. You're literally looking at it for the situation it is, a very wide, expansive view. She witnessed and had to call the police. My ex attacked me, so it's hard for both of us. Okay, so this is trauma that you both need
Triggering.
triggering that you both need to work through, and the sound healing is going to help with that. And I know this is hard, but I know hurt people, and this kid needs a lot of help. The one that attacked your daughter, it's not your job to take care of this. This is the school and any other professional's job to take care of this. It's basically your job to protect your daughter, and I understand that. But drawing more attention to it or coming in angry, it will make the situation worse, is what they're telling me. And coming in with a full compassionate and understanding heart with a little bit of emotional removal isn't going to make her as much of a target, if that makes any sense. A spectator is such a good way to go with it. Yeah, just see it for what it is without emotion. They're giving me it's kind of like the Queen of Swords. She takes all of her emotion out of it and she just looks at it for the facts. And then it just gives her practical perspective, if that makes any sense. Okay. I'm sending you and your oldest daughter so much love, and I am so sorry that she's going through this bullying. That's, I mean, I was bullied in school. I know Tanys was bullied in school. We've had these conversations. I'm sure, Gary, you've had your own tiffs. And what I found is the people who bullied me were usually from really broken, messed up homes. So it's not an excuse, because I came from a messed up home and I didn't act like that, but it can provide you with some perspective of how to come out this later. Okay, I'm going to let Tanys and Gary take over. I'm sending you lots of love, Jennifer.
Lots of love, Jen. Yeah. So as she was talking, I was seeing this boy being shoved. So I do think there's that piece, but that's, as Michelle said, that's not for you to worry about necessarily. When she's talking about spectator, it's almost like that spectator is going to pull you out of the drama triangle, right? So the drama triangle, we're playing hero, victim, or villain. And so when we can be the silent observer or the spectator, we can pull ourselves out of that drama triangle a little bit. So that'll help you to sort of be able to keep that cool. And then make sure that you're doing some Ho'oponopono on this kid, and maybe your daughter could as well. The other thing I got was a God box. So write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called the God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help. Okay. So, writing can be super cathartic. So perhaps writing down stuff about releasing some of that trauma would be a great idea. Okay. And, you can put it in a God box. The other thing that I sometimes will do is burn it on a full moon. Please, fire safety, be careful. But burning things, it transmutes the energy of it. So if she writes it out, what happened, and then burns it, she may find that really helps her to release. Okay. But I did get solar plexus for you. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So I do think that you're capable of dealing with this in that way, right? In that, because it feels as though it's about dealing with this situation from compassion, but from a stance of power, personal power, not power over, personal power. So tapping into that personal power of yours, and from the chakra, okay, and be willing to forgive. Okay, so ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So I think that stuff is related to all of that trauma that you were talking about, being able to move forward, because really you're planting seeds for a better future right now for both of you. Okay, so that's going to help when you release all of that stuff. It helps you to embrace the future as you go forward. You see there's this door opening, so that's like an opportunity coming up for you. Okay. And it says, I step into the future with an open heart. So making sure that you're stepping into the future with compassion and love, and then you can expect miracles. Okay. There's going to be lots of growth. And actually I'm seeing, because there's growth on both sides here, I'm seeing that as you and your daughter. So the situation is going to resolve in a way that is unexpected. And there's going to be growth for both of you in that. So tap into your ancient wisdom, because we know that you hear messages from spirit. So tap into that ancient wisdom and listen to what they have to say. It's going to help you to navigate this situation. Okay. And it's going to help you to bring in that love and compassion and be able to help your daughter, right? Sometimes holding space is what they need, which is that hug or even just listening. And you guys are going to be okay. All right. I'm sending you so much love, tons of love. Let us know how it goes. Okay.
Hey, Jennifer. One thing I was getting before I even started shuffling the cards was there's a part of you that's like the mama bear, the don't mess with me and mine, take no BS type of part, which is good from a position of strength because you want to be strong with this. But like Michelle was saying, approach it from more of the spectator, the observer. So you're not bringing that fiery emotion into the situation. So I'm just kind of, you don't want to suppress your energy, but you want to not bring that fire into the situation with the school and if you talk to the other parent and those types of things. So, and you do have a very healing touch. So you can bring that healing energy into the meeting as well. And even if it's Ho'oponopono or whatever that you send out to this child, the bully, you can help change their situation as well. So that's all before cards. So this is my Earth deck. I need to pull out one of my other ones, but Volcano right now shows that you're in a period of volatility. Things are triggered and set off, and but like Michelle was talking about with doing some sound healing ceremony. So doing some ceremony, slowing down, not putting out your fire, but just bringing it to a calm place, and then coming to an open-hearted place of vulnerability. My glare with my lights isn't great tonight. So the meadow means vulnerability. So it's not a bad vulnerability from a victim standpoint, but it's an open-hearted vulnerability to be able to give and receive love. And this is all within that situation with the child and what's going on with your ex and all that. What comes as you go through those steps is dawn, which is new beginnings. So the sunlight breaking through the clouds there. And then things become easier after that. So the waterfall is effortless. Effortless things get better after that. But you have to go through the steps. So you're in the volatility, you go through the ceremony, and if it's sound healing or burning, whatever you write down, those types of things, opening your heart and then bringing that open-hearted energy into the situation, things will change. So that's what I've got. It all lines up. All three of us always get the same things. And Jennifer, if you know Reiki, I don't know if you know Reiki or not, but I would do Reiki on yourself or send distance Reiki, and you want to send it according to the highest good of all involved. So because you're not asking permission, but send it to this child and their family according to the highest good of all involved. And you can help change that situation by sending positive energy that way.
Oh, thank you, Gary. I'm still blurry. I apologize, guys. So welcome, Lisa Sargent. And Jennifer, we hope that was helpful. We're sending lots of love to you and your daughter as you go through this trying time. All right, guys, can you believe it's been over an hour?
Wow.
Yeah. So It's been over an hour. We got to a lot of you guys. Again, you are welcome to come back next week and get your question answered. We're here every Wednesday, same time. That was 4 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Central, and 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Thank you everyone so much for being here. Jennifer says, so amazing and supportive. Such a great perspective. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. And it looks like I have a banner up over here. Boop. Let's see. We also had, Orjan says, thank you. Pooja says, thank you very much. You guys are also welcome. Thank you for sharing your energy with us today. And Michelle as well. Thank you for asking a question. We love having you guys here every week. And next week is going to be super exciting. I believe we have Tamir White Wolf on. She is a native shamanic high priestess and is really a tarot expert, and she just really gets to the quick of the things. So it's going to be a really good show. And then on the 19th, we have Jen. So that'll be really good. The 26th, we might have some special guests. I'm not going to let it out of the bag until they confirm. And then beginning of the month, we have Ramsey, who's a psychic medium. And then after Ramsey, we have Gerald is going to come back from Tarot Stash. So we've got a really great lineup for you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm just so excited for the show and just for working with you two. And I hope this brings you lots of business, Gary, because he's an amazing counselor. And he has so much to give. He's highly trained, highly certified, and just an overall amazing person. So yeah, definitely contact him. It's GaryChatham.com. And my name is Michelle Marie. I am a Vedic and Western astrologer. I'm also a tarot and oracle card reader, as well as a search engine optimization specialist. Tanys has to keep reminding me to say that. So thank you for joining us. I apologize for a blurry camera. Shouldn't be doing that. But Zhao came in. Hey, good to see you, Zhao. We hope to see you next week. And thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. We love you all.
And I thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be on your journey with you. And I am Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am looking forward to seeing you next time.
Yay.
And I'm Gary Chatham, and really was a blessing to be able to help bring light into these situations for you guys tonight. And everyone that Michelle has on and Tanys has on is really good. So if you didn't make it this week, then hopefully you'll get a reading from whoever's on next week with Michelle and Tanys. So I'm at GaryChatham.com, easy to reach, and be happy to talk with you further.
And just before we go, tell everyone your specialties, Gary. Like what can people come to you for specifically? Really,
a lot of the work I do is for healing trauma, emotional trauma, and some of that could manifest in physical symptoms too. So I'm not a doctor and I don't diagnose, but we do Reiki, we do energy work that helps heal and clear some of that out, which can help your body heal itself. And then really working with highly sensitive people and other empaths that are probably called to healing paths themselves. Get on their path and remove the debris, like we said earlier, and launch out into their callings.
And Gary's also one of our Nocti practitioners, and Nocti is excellent with working with trauma. So he's got that specific energy modality as well. It actually changes it reprograms the cytoplasm within the cells to not hold on to the frequency of grief. And so Gary's one of our awesome practitioners with Nocti too. So,
and hopefully before too long, I'll teach a class in Bach flower essences at Twillow Academy too. So. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, you guys, I actually had some aspen that was recommended to me from Gary, and I take that before bed because I tend to catastrophize. So thank you, Gary. Yes, he's a plethora of information, you guys. Definitely contact him. He's wonderful.
Yep. Okay. Been taking his holistic or the what are they called, Gary? The pellets. Homeopathics, thank you. The word was escaping me, for anti-inflammatory. I have an injury right now, and that's been very, very helpful. So thank you, Gary.
Hey. We love Gary. And all of your proceeds will go toward his cat. So you can.
Yay.
My kitty has had lots of vet bills lately, but he's doing better.
Yes. So know that you're helping a kitty when you give your business to Gary.
He went upstairs, so he's not sitting right here.
Okay. All
Yay,
right.
socks.
So we're sending you lots of love, everyone. Have a
Lots of
wonderful,
love.
wonderful week. We'll see you here next week. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.